everybody! I got friends.
Yay!
Y'all should know Kathy and Angel. This is my friend Taylor.
Hi.
Yeah, Taylor's got a book coming out next year. We're all really excited to read it.
Ah.
Wait. We're all at BookNet Fest together, and that's why we're on one couch.
It's very cozy.
We're going to be playing a game called, what is it?
Reread, rewrite, or burn.
We have topics that we're going to pick which parts of the topics we want to reread, or in this case, rewatch, because
Yes.
they're all movies, rewrite, or remake, or just like burn, just throw the DVD in the garbage and burn it. Okay, so the first one's Hunger Games. Mockingjay Part 1 is actually like my favorite Hunger Games movie because it's the last one that Finnick is in.
Oh, okay.
So that one I'm gonna rewatch. I'm gonna rewrite the second Mockingjay so that Finnick stays alive, and then burn. You know what? It's a stupid reason, but the first one because I don't like Jennifer Lawrence.
She's in all the other ones,
There's
so.
one-
I know that.
I told you it wasn't a good reason.
I was considering Mockingjays Part 1 and 2 to all be one collective movie. With that being said, I would rewrite it because I don't like that it was split into two movies. I think it's very slow and the pacing's weird and
Okay.
an awful lot happens.
That's fair.
And then I would rewatch The Hunger Games. I too think that better casting could have been done, but I think it's an enjoyable movie and it stressed me out to no end the first time I saw it in theaters. I was like, oh, this is what a panic attack feels like. And then I guess I would burn Catching Fire.
Because it catches fire.
Because it catches fire!
I think that I would rewatch the first one, rewrite the second one to make it just a duology and burn the third one.
But then they're all still living in Panem and everything sucks!
But I'd be rewriting the second one.
So you're just changing the entire series?
Yeah, pretty much making it a duology.
In your version, do they kill President Snow in the second movie?
He's already dead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think I would rewrite the first Hunger Games, maybe to introduce Finnick earlier, and rewatch Catching Fire. And can I burn part 2 of Mockingjay and keep Finnick alive forever?
Sure.
It sounds like
Yeah.
you just want to rewrite the Hunger Games if it's all about Finnick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
The next one's Harry Potter, so does somebody else want to lead it off?
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is a travesty. I don't know who did
Yes!
this. I don't know who did
Everything
this.
is green!
Everything is wrong. The entire point of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince was to explain how Voldemort became who he is, how he affects everything that is currently happening in the books, and where Harry needs to go in the future.
They don't touch it.
And they don't touch any of it!
In the book, I don't mind the focus on Slughorn so much, but like the movie feels like it drags forever
so
because
much
Slughorn
Slughorn.
withholds information, but because we don't know
Yeah.
the backstory behind why he's withholding that information the way we do in the
Yeah,
book,
exactly.
it just takes forever.
Exactly.
Are you saying you would rewrite this one?
No, I think I want to burn this one.
Okay.
The one that I want to rewrite is 7. The thing that really needed the most rewriting for me was the very end of 8, like the conclusion, because they changed a bunch of things to make it, I guess, more cinematic, and in doing so, lost the heart of the message, which is Harry literally spelling out the entire theme of the, and I don't need him to like monologue the entire thing at him, but the fact that they didn't touch on it at all means that the theme is just out the window. And then I would rewatch Harry Potter 3 because it's a perfect movie.
So good.
I really like the Triwizard Tournament, so I just want to watch that all the time.
I think I'd rewatch that one.
That's a fun
Only
one
for
too.
the obvious minor rewrite of the Harry, did you put your name on the card?
I'm rewatching Prisoner of Azkaban. I can rewatch that till the end of time.
Yes.
Sirius is my boy.
Yes.
I'm gonna rewrite maybe Order of the Phoenix. There were some kind of important things from Order of the Phoenix that they didn't put in the movie. And then I'm burning Half-Blood Prince.
Okay, I'll burn Half-Blood Prince.
And then
Wow,
we-
I agree.
We're on to Twilight.
I am going to burn Breaking Dawn Part 1 because it's mostly Jacob. Skip right to the happy ending of Breaking Dawn Part 2. I will
That's a lot of like vampire decapitation you have to get through to get to the happy ending.
But it's so good.
Okay.
I will rewatch Eclipse because it is my favorite, and I will rewrite Twilight because it is also green.
That one's
Alright,
blue.
Twilight's blue.
Blue-green.
Okay, we all perceive colors differently.
Yeah.
I think I would too, because I think that the Twilight movie is what made everyone turn on the fandom. We gotta take out the hold on spider monkey line. Because that in itself just killed it.
The only part I would keep like verbatim is the part where Bella like brings Edward home for the first time, and Charlie like pulls back the gun. He's like, "Bring him in." Normally, I'm not like all about stuff like that, but like Charlie is the best. So.
And then I'd rewatch New Moon because I haven't seen it in a while, but I feel like I liked it. I don't
You were
remember
Team
why.
Jacob, so probably that's why.
And then I'd burn Eclipse. I'm sorry, I just honestly don't remember what happens in it.
I don't either.
I actually have only seen the first movie, only the one time, because somebody was like, "You need to watch this," and I was like, "Sure."
So is your answer just automatically you're gonna rewatch, rewrite, and burn the only one you've seen so far?
In that order.
Yes, I will rewatch it to remember what happened, and then I'll rewrite it, and then I'll burn my copy of it because it probably doesn't need to exist.
So I agree, I absolutely hate the first half of Breaking Dawn, but the CGI baby still freaks me out to this day.
I forgot
I am
the
burning
baby.
the second Breaking Dawn for that reason. I would rather sit through that much Jacob than deal with the CGI baby. I'm gonna rewrite Eclipse to make it more interesting because I don't remember what happens in it besides
Yeah.
the things that Angel has told me,
Yeah.
which all happen at the end of the book. I'm gonna rewatch the first part of Breaking Dawn because there's also Anna Kendrick in a wedding guest dress, so
Yes.
that's my reason. Okay, cool. The next one's Thor. Just the Thor movies.
I think we're all gonna be on agreement on this.
Lightning
Yeah.
husband, yes.
Lightning Husband. I'll go first because it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
The first one is fine. Kenneth Branagh did what he did. Second one is trash. And then the third one is...
The third one is a perfect movie.
The third one is a perfect movie. I love it. It's bright and colorful, and,
Yeah.
and my husband was finally respected for the amazing person that he is.
Oh my god.
So.
I would almost consider Thor Ragnarok to be a rewrite of the original Thor movie.
It was Taika Waititi being like, all those things that didn't work in the first two, they're gone.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
rewatching Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Rewriting the first one
Rewriting.
and burning the second.
Yeah.
Yes. The last one is High School Musical.
Again, I've only seen the first one, so I'll rewatch that one and then burn the second one because I have no idea what it is, and then rewrite the third one. Is there only 3 in the series?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Zac Efron, hooray.
I would rewatch High School Musical 1. It's cool that it kind of reinvigorated musicals for a younger crowd. That's fun. I would burn the second one. It had no place being there. Nothing happens, and the entire central conflict between Gabriella and Troy forces us to assume that even though they've been dating since the last movie, they haven't had their first kiss yet.
Welcome to Disney Channel.
And then I would rewrite High School Musical 3 because there was a lot of weird things in it. Everybody's competing for who's gonna get the scholarship to Juilliard. I feel like Kelsey should have gotten it.
That's the patriarchy for you.
I'm gonna rewatch the first one because I actually like enjoyed that when I was in middle school. I'm gonna rewrite the second one, I guess. And then the third one I'm gonna burn because why do they need to go to college?
Let me just say, I am personally offended by everyone's answers.
Ooh.
And then I realized that I had to pick one to burn,
Yeah.
and now I'm stuck. I guess I'd burn the last one because Sharpay did not deserve Tiara Gold because she's a brat. I would rewatch the first one because it's perfect and there is nothing wrong with it. And I would rewrite the second because, yeah, the Troy and Gabriella stuff was really weird. I feel like it could have been worked out if they just talked to each other.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't have a movie. But
Just make it a different movie. You could have a second High School Musical that doesn't have that plot.
There was no High School Musical in that movie. That was a misnomer. It was
Yeah.
summer. They weren't even in high school.
So those are our thoughts on all of that. Thank you for joining me, everybody.
Of course.
As
Yeah.
real friends, see? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please click the bell below so you don't miss any of our future videos. If you're not already subscribed to The Princess and the Scrivener, please do so down below, especially if you'd like to see more videos on Disney, intersectional feminism, pop culture critiques, and more. I know you're doing that. You do it every
It's my
time.
favorite.
Also go follow Kathy and Angel and then Taylor on Twitter because she doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. One of us will see you real soon.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
That was in
Victoria
everyone.
it's
comes
when they
back.
get engaged and they're in the tent and Bella's freezing and Jacob has to
Oh
like, warm
yeah,
up.
I remember that part.
I
I just
did
don't
all
remember
of